What's going on, family? New day, new begins. Before we get started, hit that like and share button, subscribe button. Damn. Where can I start in regards to P. Diddy? It's kind of wild, man. You know, they raided his cribs yesterday. Today, they allegedly busted a drug mule of his. It's like, damn, man, when it rains, it pours. And I'm going to start this off by saying I'm not condoning this man's actions, but if he's going to fall, I think they all need to fall. That's just who I am, because I think we've been hiding all these individuals for years, and a lot of these individuals are not our kinfolk. That's one. You know, that's just like within the whole Nickelodeon situation, where how's everything the top's being blown off of that. It's like these people, man, I don't know, man, look, I'm just different. I'm not into all them freak offs. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and watch a woman get plowed by a dude and me jerking off. I'm not gonna be doing none of that shit. I'm not gonna sit there and lust after a child. I'm not gonna sit there and lust after a man. That's just me. You know, I'm not into snorting a whole bunch of cocaine. I'm not into doing none of that shit. So I guess it's different based on my perspective. That's just not me. I'm not sure it happens when you get money and you just think you're untouchable. But this whole situation in regards to him, like I said, he's not the only domino that should fall. It should be more, because you know it's more. You know? And if I was him, I'll snitch on every fucking body. Because we gotta put an end to this shit, preying on kids, preying on women, and preying on men. We gotta put an end to this shit. And the only way we gonna put an end to all this nonsense, people need to start being exposed. And the thing is, they've been exposed for years, but they have the money to cover it up. It just goes away. You hear all these Hollywood stories about actors and actresses being offered roles, mainly men, but they gotta give up their ass. You know, what kind of demonic, bullshit is that? For me to prosper in life, I gotta let you plow me, or I gotta plow somebody. That's sickening, man. That's just sickening. That's just sometimes when I hear these stories, I was like, what the hell is this? What goes through an individual mind to think that way, to be that way? Like I said, you could live your life whatever way you want to live it, you know. But I feel that you should come out and you should be exposed if you're using your power, as a negotiation ploy. That's just me, But in regards to Cassie, like I said, she stated, I think, to her attorney, they was trying to do this stuff on a low for months, and then she had to not expose them, but come out and say the things she said, and then, it's been a landslide since then on Puffy. But I look at things this way, right? You got a man with this child. And for you to do that, you got to look at it two ways. Yeah, you exposing him. Like I said, you may hate this man. But then again, if he suffers, your daughter suffers. Common sense. But I think sometimes when you're so emotional and you're not thinking logically, these things occur. Because at the end of the day, I think it's not Cassie pulling the strings. I think it's her husband that want to be trainer, that used to be Puffy trainer. And look, man, the pass arounds within that industry is sickening. It's sickening. I mean, I don't understand the logic of that, but it is what it is. But when you hear these heinous acts and you see them occurring, I don't know how you could just sit there and just deal with it. Alleged Meek Mills and Diddy, I don't know, alleged Ja Rule and Diddy, allegedly, you always got to use those words, because people quick to sue you if you trying to be definite with it, but allegedly. But when it comes to Puffy, man, look, man, that's some bullshit, and I feel that he's being targeted. That's me, and like I said, I'm not condoning his actions, but he's being targeted. Okay, and if I was him, I'd rat on everybody. Fuck that, because they all need to be exposed, from the music industry to the matter of fact, the whole entertainment industry needs to be exposed, because we have kids, and a lot of our kids, you never know, they have talent, and you don't want them going to that environment. I hope none of y'all try to put your kids in that environment, but we may have kids that, you know, want to be actors, want to be producers, want to be writers, and they gotta deal with these deviants. Like me, and my kids going in that industry is a whole different ball game, you know, because you gotta be, as a parent, as an individual, you gotta be smarter. You gotta be smarter in regards to how you really, you know, the directions you come from when it comes to your kids, and also your well-being. You know, to sell your soul to get your ass, you know, beat in, or to beat someone else's ass in, I just don't get it. And like I said, that's just me. I don't think that way. I don't have those feelings. I can't really fathom doing that, you know, but some people do, and some people get enjoyment off of power. And power is a hell of a drug, man. Power is a hell of a drug, especially when you have the power to change someone's life or lives. That's the thing. And I think that's what Puffy was drunk off of, you know. And I started noticing a lot throughout the years with Puffy. Like when you look at his kids, you know, you got Justin got a calm demeanor. You know, when you read up on his mom's no nonsense. But when you look at King Combs, you're like, this kid is a clown just like his fucking pops, you know. And that says a lot, you know, as a parent, especially as a black man. You're supposed to be putting on a positive role model in regards to your kids. But then when I see King Combs doing all this like clown ass shit, you know, and I see I forgot the other I'll be sure son name, the model. You know, when you see the way he acts sometimes, man, that's Puffy's influence. You know, that's Puffy's influence, man. And you gotta sometimes be a role model. Not sometimes, you always gotta be a role model for your kids. And I think in this case he wasn't, man, because when you hear the stories of allegedly, you know, I think Justin, or I think I'll be sure son, I forgot his son's name. I can't think of it right now. He used to deal with old girl, Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, and then Puffy started messing with her. You know, that's some sick shit, man. You know, you want some young cat. He had Cassie, all these young ladies. I don't blame him. He's at that age where he don't want the young shit, the old shit no more. He want the young shit. So I'm not gonna sit here and tear him up for that. But what I would say is that comes with a lot of issues, as you can see. You know, Cassie got the ball rolling and it won't stop. You know, and I was listening to Mace when Mace said, you know, I avoided all that. You know, and we was all looking at Mace, man, you crazy, leaving all that money, blah, blah, blah. Now we see why. He left with his soul intact. You know, but like I said, man, I kind of feel bad for the guy, because there's more to it, and there's more people who's bound to that whole situation that a lot of us will never know. You know, a lot of us will never know, because in this life, you know, you gotta keep your mouth shut, especially when you got the multitude of kids he got. So he gotta, you know, if brought up on charges, he gotta abide, you know, by the code of the streets, the code of that industry. You know what I'm saying? He came in knowing that, and he gotta leave knowing that also. But family, hit that like and share button and subscribe to Truth TR2. Thank you.